A lot of the animation in Total Eclipse has been pretty average, with very minimal movements and an overall low budget feel, made up for by the well composed action sequences. Although I should say, in the last episode it was very shaky, but overall well composed action sequences. But for this opening dream sequence, the animation suddenly rises in quality as the shots are more thought through and the colours are more creatively handled. But this is very brief, high quality animation, and it only really carries on when Sui opens up to Yuuya and wants to go on a honeymoon with him because he kicked her ass. She likes that Yuuya kicked her ass? Oh well, at least she's not bitter about it, as that would be an even bigger cop-out compared to her falling in love with a guy based on his piloting skills. We're still in mecha combat practice mode, and Yuuya is determined to prove that his mecha is the best. Have they all forgotten about the beta monsters that just straight up murdered loads of innocent people? It's kind of uncomfortable knowing that life seems jolly and rosy for the mecha pilots when it's the mecha pilots who have to save humanity. I know it's definitely building up to a final battle with the beta, but I wish they would concentrate a little more on fighting the evil rather than each other. Speaking of which, that little fight scene was so petty. I mean, I know Yuuya and Leon are rivals, but seriously, take it to the combat simulations instead of making violent fools of yourselves. Yuuya is juggling 3 women in this episode, and they all love him, but he doesn't love them. He's oblivious! And I'm as confused as Yui is. Why does Kriska and Sui love Yuuya? Do the women in this anime just find good-looking, super skilled pilots attractive? But anyway, all the romance has skipped the parts where any bonding takes place, and has gone straight for the part where the women do strange things because they're so in love. Sui thinks Yuuya is her husband, Kriska asks Yuuya about feeling love, yet not realising she's actually in love, which makes sense because, again, she's been closed off from society for so long, and Yui buys Yuuya carrots because apparently Yuuya likes carrots. In fact, Yui buying carrots for Yuuya is actually really cute. It's random enough to be cute. I suppose the best couple really is Yuuya and Kriska. They are different enough people to lead to a complex relationship. There was a bit more comedy in this episode too. It's going down the comedy route now. Oh well, I've seen the series do horror, do romance, do war. So yeah, hell, why not put in some comedy? The funny stuff mildly worked, and I suppose if I had to put forward a second preferred hybrid other than mecha horror, which this series has now unfortunately abandoned, I would say mecha comedy. It's a nice shock to see soldiers in hilarious situations. At this point, this anime has lost all its focus. I just want these practice battles to finish so that everybody can go deal with more important stuff like, oh, you know, saving humanity from cannibalistic monsters.